G'day everybody and welcome. So this is New Year's Eve, and for some of us across the planet it is actually currently New Year's Day. So happy New Year to you guys. Hope you have had as good a celebrations as you can. So I am now going to start with the makes. So it's just a few little makes in the year, and just to come on and show you what I have sewn. So first up, new look K6483, which is the other one, and I made the view A there. So it just has a couple little bust darts there. There's the line art. So just a very regular basic tee. So this kitty fabric, I made this pattern in this one, and the other one is a stripy stretch jersey fabric here, and yeah, just as is, easy to sew together. And all I did throughout was a regular zigzag stitch, and around the neckline there you see the zigzagging, and also on the sleeve cuff there, or cuff as in I just folded under after I serged throughout and then did the zigzag, so you guys can see the inside there. So yeah, just serged, flipped over and zigzag, and the same for the hem as well. And this is super comfy, as is the kitty one that you guys have previously seen. Next up we have a Berda pattern, which is K6910. So for those of you guys that watched me all through Vlogmas, you would have seen a little bit of my journey with this one. So I made view A again, and there's the line out there, and I really liked these little gathers that the tee created. And yeah, I had a little bit that I struggled with, that it was the elastic. Now I don't actually know if it was actually the elastic itself, the size, or maybe the wrong zigzag length, I don't know. And believe me, I stretched the elastic enough to get that ping back, but yeah, it's created a little bit of ruching, gathering up the side seams, but not as much as I thought that it would. So it might be because of the fabric. Maybe the jersey fabrics just didn't really want to cooperate with that, I don't know. So if you guys have attempted to use elastic on fabrics like that, let me know how you got on. I did extend my zigzag stitch a little bit longer, and that did create tiny bit of extra ruching when I came to obviously fully install the elastic into the side seams, but it's still not that great, to be honest. So the one that you saw during Vlogmas is this one with the cute little polar bears and little fish there, and yeah, relatively simple tee. And like with the other one, I just flipped the inside after I serged, and then just followed a zigzag all the way around. And then on this one it has a neckband, and that got installed first time around. Yeah, so I don't know if it will actually come up very well, but the ruching there, so down both sides of the side seams, and yeah, so the top kind of looks like that, not that glamorous. And yeah, really comfortable fabric, and all the links to the fabrics and everything will be in the description box. And yeah, so that was that one. So I thought I'd give it a go again in this beautiful jersey fabric, and it is also little bit of fleece back there. So really snuggly and warm. Not that I like getting too hot. And yeah, I did a 3/4 length sleeve, exactly the same. Ran a stitch, a zigzag stitch all the way around. And I kept it in the white, just for a little bit of a contrast there. And then for the neckband, I swapped around the stripes so they could actually go the other way. And I think that worked out okay. So just the reverse, just a plain regular tee, just with those ruchings. There you go, you can see the ruching a little bit better there, because obviously this fabric is not as dark as the navy. Now I know sometimes this might come up black with the white polar bears, but it's actually navy blue. Yeah, sometimes the camera likes to play tricks on us, doesn't it? Yeah, so 2 little taps there, and yeah, just something to wear with relaxed pants, and yeah, maybe with jeans. So this next pattern, for those of you that are familiar, because it has been floating around the sewing community for a little bit, and I have been eyeing up for a little while. And yeah, a lovely lady who wishes to remain anonymous very, very kindly gifted me this pattern, and wow, I still cannot believe it. And yeah, about a couple of months ago, maybe a little bit more. And yeah, so it is the Gilbert top, which is that one here. So it came in PDF. I'll also show you guys the line art there as well. So I made a view with the little tie, and also if you see on there, it has a single breast pocket, and on mine I wanted to actually do a double breast pocket. And yeah, obviously the top is designed for one pocket, because when I did 2, it ever so slightly out of kilter, the balance. So just the way the shirt is designed, it's specifically designed for one pocket, not 2. So here it is. It's actually a mock-up, and I did okay in the mock-up, so I'll call this a wearable mock-up. It's a little bit big, but the people that I have seen made it also said the same thing. It did come up just a little bit large, but that's okay. And this fabric was in my fabric collection, just a regular white 100% cotton, and although it is mid-weight, it's still got a lot of malleability to it. So yeah, so this is it here. I use contrast buttons, and you can see the pockets. If I bring that one in a little bit, there we go. Yeah, so maybe from first glance that it doesn't look off balance, but it is a little bit. There is the little tie there, so just adds a little cute touch there, and be great with long pants, crop pants, and with white, maybe if I had some striped pants, give it a little bit of a nautical look, or even maybe make the shirt out of a stripe. The only thing is, I did have a little bit of issue with the collar there, and apart from that, everything else came together. Here's a back yoke, yeah, and short sleeves, and then I just doubled those over, and then just ran a regular stitch length. Overall, pretty pleased with how it came out. I just need to size down for this one and just up my sewing game when it next comes to the colour. Yeah, so, but again, like I said, it was a mock-up, and the mock-up came out a little bit better than I first thought, so I will wear this. So it's definitely a wearable mock-up, and unless you're actually getting that close to the collar, I don't think you would actually be able to see my little bit of oopsie moment with it. Okay guys, so this little part is just to go over our thoughts, and wow, what a year it had, well, over a year, hasn't it, in some countries, what it has been like over the world, and how this situation has touched absolutely everybody, and that we're both very humbled, aren't we?
Yeah.
And how devastating this disease is, and that is on top of everything else that people have to go through and endure.
A bit more added suffering.
Yeah, absolutely. And what really breaks my heart is for those that never got a chance to be with their loved ones, whether it was friends, families, colleagues. Loved ones come in many ways, don't they? It doesn't necessarily have to be blood relations, does it? But for those people that never were able to be with those loved ones for those final moments, and it's gone, it's lost forever, and you can never ever get that back. That's why I raise TE, to be humbled and grateful and appreciative for everything. It's not about being greedy and need this, want. It's just not. Because at the end of the day, you know, we've only got one life and we've only got one planet, and you know, for those that we like and or love, you know, you only get one chance at it. And you know, I know people play favourites, and you know, some people look at some people and don't want to be friends with them and don't even want to attempt to even contemplate even starting acquaintanceship. So, and it's like, I don't know, I just hope maybe during all of this time that we've had a lot of food for thought, and maybe realise for those that were perhaps a little bit selfish, might kind of think a little bit more and take on board everything that has happened and analyse, because life is so precious in so many ways. And you know, some people are very, very people minded, aren't they?
Yes.
And they really need to be around people, and to have that taken away, you know, through no fault of their own. And yeah, eyesight has been pretty horrendous, putting it mildly, for a lot of people, isn't it? And unless you're in that situation, nobody has any idea what it feels like, do they?
No.
It's absolutely heartbreaking. But also the flip side to that is maybe it has brought out the good in people, in the sense, you know, making time for people that they did not have time for, you know, doing good deeds for others, you know, maybe knocking on that neighbour's door, maybe making that phone call or that really hard email that was not ever sent, and then they sent it because of whatever may have, you know, triggered them to suddenly think, oh, hang on. And so yeah, that there are, out of bad things, there are also a lot of good things. And yeah, they are all there, aren't they?
Yes. I hope everyone has had a very nice Christmas this year, even though for others, you know, it was sad, they might have lost somebody, and others still couldn't have a Christmas at all due to the coronavirus lockdown and everything that's been going on in the world today. But hopefully everyone can still at least move into 2021 and try and be a bit happier and, you know, improve their lives as much as they can.
Yeah, because lockdown, especially at Christmas time or birthdays or whatever the celebration is for people, sometimes for those that were not able to celebrate it with their friends, family, loved ones, colleagues, whatever, it must be incredibly hard. And yeah, so for whatever the celebrations and how people do celebrate, if they celebrate it, you know, I hope that they did get some celebrations, albeit small. Yeah, so we have seen a little bit on the news, haven't we? We don't tend to watch too much of it because sometimes I think it can be a little bit overwhelming, can't it?
Yes, well, that's how news stations work.
Yeah, and also sometimes the news feed that comes out isn't necessarily always...
Not always true.
True or accurate, so... But I know everybody is staying safe as best as they possibly can, and you know, we do hope that a lot of people who don't wear their masks maybe should. But it's not just the masks alone, is it? I mean, for just a very simple example, I mean, say for instance you were going to go out grocery shopping, you're in the car and you blew your nose and then, you know, disposed of the tissue, you know, and then put your mask on and then you went into the store, but then the bacteria that is on your fingers would have touched the door handle, and then if somebody then touched it a minute later and then they happen to, you know, rub their eye or something, I think that's also how it is maybe kind of transferring. So it's not necessarily the cough or the sneeze, is it?
No.
It's everything else and all the different strains that are now coming about.
Yes, which is a natural progression through the virus. So,
Yep, definitely.
It's kind of gone on a little bit too long, and now the virus has decided to up the game a bit.
Yeah, because right now it rules. So, but yeah, we're not going to get into the scientific side of things. So, I was be here all day, and you guys are probably fed up already. But we just wanted to say that from us and from our hearts, we do think, and we are very intuitive to our feelings and our thoughts, and you know, we like to project that to you guys. You know, because not everybody is able to do that or wants to do that, and some people just don't give a damn, do they? And mentioning no names of well-known people.
Indeed.
And yeah, so sometimes it can get a little bit conflict then, isn't there?
Yeah.
You know, one group of people saying one thing, another group of people are saying another, and it's like, well, hang on. I think at the end of the day, we just have to do our best and yeah, just kind of help one another out. So, you know, we have a beautiful planet that we live on, and hopefully we're, you know, some of us need to learn to look after it. I always don't get that. We look after our houses, but don't look after the planet, but kind of the planet is our house as well. It's crazy, isn't it, right?
Well, we live here, so we need to try and keep it alive.
Yeah.
We're not doing a good job so far.
No, but some people are not. Whilst others are doing fantastically, aren't they?
Mainly corporations. They're doing bad.
Yeah. But it's always the bigger ones, isn't it, that shout louder.
Oil barons, they control it. They have money.
Well, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be a bigger YouTube channel, it could be a corporation, it could be a bank, whatever the power is. It always shouts louder than the small fry. That's kind of how it's always been. And yet the small fry and everything, especially with people's jobs. We think of people's jobs. You know, think how many people have lost their jobs. That is just... You know, and they've worked so hard, and small businesses should definitely come first. Because if it wasn't for those small businesses, I don't think the bigger businesses would ever be where they are now.
Healthy competition helps success.
Yeah, but healthy competition is different from people who are just out and out greedy and stop at nothing and trample over whoever to get what they want, which is just like, no, it's just not yeah, we don't like that. And you guys don't like that anyway, so yeah, we're a bit more realistic, aren't we?
Yes.
And now, Tiger has joined in the kiddie conversation. Well, it's not very often that he's the one that's always hyperactive in the little film footage and playing with the toys on the floor. So, yeah, good boy. Yeah, it's probably just woken up from his slumber. So yeah, currently, obviously we guys are just currently in the UK. Yeah, don't want to be, but life. Yeah, and not through our choice, but there we go. Yeah, so currently in the UK it is New Year's Eve, and yeah, for some of us in the planet we have already started our New Year's Day. So yeah, welcome to the new year, you guys, over the other light hemisphere and around the other side of the globe. Yeah, so for those that are celebrating and or want to celebrate, have a wonderful time. I hope it's special. It doesn't have to be big to be special, does it?
No.
Just a few words, maybe sit in front of the TV or have that phone call with somebody. Yeah, or whatever it is that these techie things, I don't know. Know how thick I am when it comes to technology. I'm just like,
Yes,
I don't know.
people are going to be having New Year's Day Zoom meetings.
Yeah, I don't know what's out there, so I have no idea.
I wonder if there's going to be fireworks in London.
What, literal fireworks?
Yeah, like you know when they light up the
yeah.
the eye.
Yeah, with the gunpowder and everything. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's happened in Sydney yet. I haven't actually checked. So, or in New Zealand. Yeah, I need to check that. So, but yeah, it's just one of those things, isn't it? So
Yeah.
let's hope that 2021 is the year to fix all what kind of went wrong.
The carnage.
What did go wrong and can be fixed for 2021. And yeah, for those of you that have lost loved ones, my heart goes out to you, and we are sending very, very many blessings to you all. And yeah, so whatever your New Year's Eve brings, stay safe and enjoy. And yeah, tomorrow is another day, fresh with no mistakes in it. Yeah, and yeah, so from us both, we'll leave you with some animal footage and stills for the outro. And yeah, so I was in two minds whether to continue vlogging. I've got to be honest, various reasons. Some of it is the negativity, and also what I produce, not really happy. It sits up here, but it never necessarily comes out. And you know, you guys, I appreciate that everybody that comments and comes to my channel. And yeah, I was in two minds whether to continue. I really enjoy it, but it's not at the level I hoped that it would be. So I'm just like a silly little girl, aren't I? A little idiot that produces crap, really. But you know, some people like that. I don't know. So it is me, yeah, standing in my little cute kitty tea. So yeah, it's the child in me, I guess. I believe me, I do have my sensible moments. I have to, you know, with the professional side of things, and that's very different, isn't it? I also want to give a wonderful thank you to my TE.
You're welcome.
For the editing. Now I know we borrow a friend's very basic laptop, and with that laptop is the very basic editing, which is called what?
Windows Movie Maker.
Windows Movie Maker, yeah. So that is it. So you never know, one day it might
Improve.
I don't know when. I kind of always had a little candle burning inside, hoping that it would, but yeah. So,
Don't worry.
but my TE, yeah, so he does the editing. Obviously I sit with him and just, yeah. But I also help out a lot in the editing, in the sense of when I'm stood here in front of the lens and yak and show, I kind of, you know, if I need to refilm something, then I will. So it's less for TE to kind of configure And yeah, but considering it's an old movies maker thing, it's actually really quick, isn't it? I know some people, when they are not editing but waiting for their videos to load, sometimes they have to wait all day or through the entire night, and they wake up the next day and it's still, is it called rendering or something?
Yeah, rendering or processing.
And processing, and it's like, oh god, guys,
Yeah,
I
well,
really feel for you for that.
With more of the more modern editing softwares, there's quite a lot you can do with it, so
Right, okay.
you know, there's more to actually have for the computer to actually save.
See, this is why I like basicness. It's easy, fuss free. You know, do ABC and it's done then, isn't it? So, all this fancy fandangle stuff, I don't know. You pay a lot of money, and sometimes it doesn't always work.
No.
So, mentioning no certain computer names. Yeah, so thank you so much, TV.
You're welcome.
You are the bestest ever.
Okay.
And yeah, so I know some of the viewers have enjoyed seeing TE. And yeah, if you'd like to say a couple words to the
Thank you
viewers.
very much for all the lovely comments that you guys leave. They are appreciated, and I do read them. They're very nice. And you're very much welcome for the editing. I always do that for you.
Aww. Yeah, I know. Thank you. And also, we've got to say thank you to the pets as well.
Yes, thank you, pets, for being cute.
Not
Like
that they get much choice, thank you.
Nothing.
They don't get much choice being in the videos, but I think they don't mind. But occasionally we get the foul looks, don't we, when the camera's actually pointed at them, especially Lucy. She gives you that frown, doesn't she?
Yeah.
It's like, uh-oh. Yeah, so we're going to leave you guys with just some animal videos and stills, and we are both wishing you
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! And yeah, stay safe everybody, and thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
And yeah, so maybe see you sometime in New Year 2021. Wow. Okay guys, thank you so much for everything. Stay safe, take care, and many, many blessings. Thank you.